I'm here with somebody that everybody knows who's on the MOA website for oilheads, but you don't know him. You just have heard of him. So this is Matt Hines, who has really, been a major contributor on the success of our sites. And Matt came out from Boston, right?
Indeed, yeah,
And
up from Boston.
how long you been riding?
Oh, I started riding in 1996. I actually went to college right down the road here in Vermont. A couple of my college roommates got bikes, and so it was on. And it's all been since there. I've been riding pretty much since.
And what do you have right now?
Well, to the point of our participation on the MOA forums, 2001 R1100S.
A superior bike.
Is my primary steed. I've got a couple of inoperable Ducatis, because you got to have 3 at least, motorcycles. And my wife is very indulgent and parks her car outside in the snow so I can have inoperable Italian motorcycles and one German motorcycle that runs pretty well.
So do you actually run in the winter at all, or is it just insane?
God, no. I mean, that's masochists only. I ski. The motorcycle goes away sometime in November, and the skis come out, and there's a little bit of interim, but it's that's how I keep the dopamine flowing.
So we've got this, but our listeners probably don't, and that so if you look at look at the Airhead site on MOA, it's about 140,000 views. And thanks to Matt and the rest of you guys, but a lot of Matt, we're at 120,000 at this moment. And so we're starting to knock on the door of the favored child, which is pretty cool, I think, and we're going to be thinking about how we can get everybody together, and whether they're MOA members or whatever, just simply if they're oilheads, we if we're stronger together when it comes to that situation. You got any points on that, Matt?
Yeah, well, first of all, you give me way too much credit. You're the guiding force in the R1100S. I think it's supposed to be a maintenance thread, but it's just become like a gathering place for all the weirdos that ride our very esoteric and somewhat rare motorcycle, but it's fun because it's a good group. But yeah, I mean, who isn't, it's hard not to be envious of the Airheads have kind of been the primary vehicle in MOA and in BMW for a really long time. And there's a million oilheads out there, right? So there's really no reason why there shouldn't be a community following much more in a far closer approximation to what you see for the Airheads, because these bikes are all still out there, and they're great bikes. And I think people are starting to collect them, because in a world where everything's got a screen, everything's got a ton of electronics on it, oilheads are like one of the last
analogs
bikes that's truly analog. I was riding my bike today, and I'm like, man, I love, TSD is cool. I've ridden a ton of newer bikes that have a wonderful screen. My car's got Apple CarPlay. I love that. But there's something about being in the middle of the corner and looking down and seeing those two analog dials. Yeah. Right, just chasing each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably an age thing, but yeah, so hopefully these bikes I think they're going to continue to pick up interest, given that they are becoming classics, modern classics. And yeah, I think I love community. That's why I go to the sites and comment and meet people. It's been amazing to meet Byron in person, two guys who would otherwise not know each other goofing around. It's amazing.
And it's big too, because if you look at it, I think it's 1995 to 2006. Anything that's in that line is most likely an oilhead.
An oilhead,
yeah.
Yeah, other than the K bikes.
Yeah.
And they're great bikes to work on. They're incredible bikes to ride. And I think the important thing is, if you ride an oilhead, get involved, because we need that critical mass to start. I was listening to a podcast that was talking about the kind of scarcity of some of the parts.
Yeah.
And I think the only way to get, significant or sufficient momentum to get people to start reproducing parts is to open up that community and have people kind of go into the same places to find things. I mean, there's a few, there's Beamer Boneyards, and there's some other spots, but it'd be great if you know, there's some specific parts that if they, you know, they start going scarce, it's going to be hard to keep these bikes on the road. So yeah, that's my, it's both a fellowship and a fear thing for me, right? It's like I love the friendships, but also it would be great to have the support and the community that's behind the bikes to make sure they stay operable and people will work on them, right?
Yeah,
I'm lucky
and the thing is too, if we're a group, we're going to be a much bigger market for them.
That's it.
And you know, the bigger market we are, and you know, there's nothing saying that we couldn't start doing group buys on stuff. And they're going to snap too, man, when they start, you know, getting, you know, 20 or 30 orders of something.
They'll do it.
And they'll do it.
Yeah. Group order of stain tuned exhausts, perhaps.
Whoa. I wish I could find some for my bike, but man, those things are really rare.
Hen's teeth. I found one. I tried to negotiate one last year, but it was too much money.
Did it really?
Yeah. The guy, well, he knew what he had. He wanted like $2,000 for it.
Oh,
it's a lot of money for it. It was like new old stock.
Like a quarter of a bike.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Pretty sweet part.
It's a great part, yeah.
There's some other parts I could think, you know, I mean, you're getting some Olin's rebuilt for your bike, I know right now.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty, I guess you could probably, I don't know if you can buy those off the shelf, but.
No, you can't, no, never.
So there you have it, right?
No, they're 23 years old and there's no way you can do that.
And a lot of companies, if they see you go at them with a 20-person order.
Yeah,
they might
and I mean, like EME out of Colorado, it's good stuff, you know. Yeah. They'll stock every electronic piece that we do have in ignition and stuff like that. Yeah. And they have them, they're there. But they'll find more or make more if you know, we band together. Mm-hmm. And so that's what Matt and I are going to, you know, put our heads together. Really would like anybody on the site, you know, the site that we're talking about, the R1100 maintenance and
well, it's just I think it's mostly it's the Oilhead section of the MOA forums, right? We have our own little strange specialized corner of that universe with the R11. It's called the R11 maintenance, R1100S maintenance thread. Yeah, but it's really just a.
But any Oilhead thread, you're right.
But and there are some other threads that are like the GS oilers are around, but yeah, it'd be cool if people were more active, right? For all the reasons that we've talked about.
Yeah, so. And I mean, the sky's the limit too. I did an interview, and on that'll be posted for you guys to look at with Ted Moyer, who's the executive director of the MOA. We have enough push right now, even with our 120,000 views, that we had him sit down. He sat down with us and talked to us, and there's a lot of different things that they're interested in. He didn't say no for an Oilhead Central, same as the Airhead Central has here, a building that we would all get together on and would have a place to gather during the MOAs. But I think Matt smartly, and I'm coming along to it as well, is that the whole way of us banding together may not have anything to do with the MLA. It may be a separate situation that we gather at. So we're looking at, you know,
either or both, right?
Yeah. I mean, so we'll see what happens. But whatever everybody thinks is more important, you may say, you know, no, it's fine on the MOA to do it. But we know also there's a Facebook. Is it Oilhead Facebook?
There's an R1100S group.
There's S group. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then there are definitely Oilhead GS groups, and I think there's an Oilhead. I don't know if there's. Maybe that's our next move, man. We should see if there's an active Oilhead community on Facebook and pump it up if it exists, or start it.
So I mean, and you know, there's a few people that I think are really good for maintenance, and that's super important. You know, because we're the last, you know, analog bikes that you actually can work on.
It's pretty cool.
And so the BMW guy, if you guys know this, and the website he has is really extensive and has taught me a ton of stuff. So we may be able to do something with him as well, at least have him donate his videos to us. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? He has his own channel, and we could do it here.
Link to him. Yeah, stuff like that.
So we want to get it to a point where it's easy for everybody to get information on how to keep their bike on the road. And that's really basically it. The rest is just fun and, you know, kind of throwing our weight around, which is also fun.
Dude, there's a R1100S on the cover of Motorcycle Owners, BMW Owners News.
Yeah, sweet.
This month, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, it's like we're sitting here, right? Like we're like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you bought your bike.
Yeah.
2 years ago, you bought your bike, and you logged on there. I bought my bike like 4 years ago, and I think we injected some new life into the conversation around R1100Ss because there are a couple of people on there who are already posting pictures and stuff. And yeah, I'm hoping. I hope there's just more people keep buying these bikes. All you gotta do is look at the want ads. Look at Cycle Trader. Look at any.
You saw one guy who just bought one.
There's a guy who just bought a R1100S, right? But it's like all oil heads, man. Like look how many, and they're so affordable.
Yeah,
like that's why I bought my bike.
And
right?
tunable. I mean, you know, it's not that hard. I mean, adjusting your valves, doing all those sorts of things, it's not that hard. Well, for someone
like
people.
Me, I told Byron I didn't have a torque wrench.
Yes,
and,
it's very true.
Deeply disappointed.
Yeah, Matt does not have a torque wrench.
I take a good amount of solace in knowing that somebody who really knows what they're doing has been working on my motorcycle. Because I like to push it. I ride it pretty hard. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I've done a bunch of stuff on it, like nuts and bolts and bolt-on parts and stuff like that. And they're super fun and easy to work on, and great riding bikes. And yeah, you can steal them. You know, you can buy a nice one for $5,000. I bought mine with 17,000 on it, and now it's got just rolled 44,000, and there's people who got 100,000 on them. There's a guy here, I saw an 80-year-old guy who had a tent who has one with 100,000 miles on it. So find a better bike for $5,000.
Right, and you can still get clutches for it, and all the basic parts. You know, probably the only thing you would really have to scrounge for is body work. That stuff is always disposable.
And those ABS systems, right?
So the link suspension, ABS,
Hall sensors,
ABS-I or something like that. Yeah. It's deadly. I mean, and they've even the only company that has started to troubleshoot them and actually fix them. They're going, now we're not doing it now. So there is.
Never know. If you get a forum going with 100,000 active members like the Airheads have, somebody will figure it out.
Yeah, either that or I think there's some very good videos on how to cut that out.
Yeah,
how to take it out, put it back to a conventional way of doing braking and stuff like that. And it didn't seem terrible.
Mine's still working. Yours is still working.
Still working, but man,
25 years later.
Talking about you and actually priming it and cleaning it out and filling it up again. There's something like 9 circuits that have to be done, and they have to be in a specific order. And you screw one up, you have to start again.
See, this is the difference between you and me.
Well, that's one where I don't want to do that. Yeah. But I mean, we have to do it, guys, because the point is that you've all probably tried to take your bike to like a dealer or something like that. There's no one who knows how to work on these things anymore. They're either retired, dead, or they're just not interested in doing it.
I'm lucky I got someone who can work on a dealer. Max's they're pretty good. They work on a lot of old bikes.
That's good.
But I think it's rare. I think it's a rare thing.
It's a rare deal.
I still got to drag the bike, close to 100 miles to get it to him.
Yeah.
So,
So the more we can figure out and band together concerning fixing these things and keeping them going, the better, for everybody.
Yeah, I think just community is great. It makes it's fun. It's fun and it's useful, and we wouldn't be sitting here, man. This has been a lot of fun hanging out with you up here. And
it's been great.
This madman rode his bike 1,500 miles on 95 through the rain and the heat to get up here, and
that was fun.
Pretty cool.
Well, most of it was fun. Not all of it, but we'll post some ways to get in touch with us and go through that, and I'll start working on things that Ted Moyer said he would be able to let us do if we wanted to. And it's really the group is the power. If we've got enough people, we can pretty well do what we want to do.
Yeah, man.
So for now,
Oilheads Unite.
Oilhead Nation.
Oilheads Unite.
All right. See you, man.
Thanks, Byron.